How's it going, guys? Toulouse have crumbled. They've been beaten. They've been given a hiding by Montpellier. This is something that we have not grown to expect, especially from a side like Toulouse. But my word, Montpellier played well. This was an absolutely brilliant game. I would love to break it down. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's get into it. So, what you're going to find... Toulouse ended up losing by 44 points to 14. It's not very often you do get to see a side lose this badly. You know, they current reigning champions. They've been absolutely smashed. How? And it just seems like everything that happened was everything just went south. It just went south. I mean, how good were the Montpellier forwards? They were just rampant. They made life a living hell for Toulouse. There wasn't any moment where they were not under pressure. Billy Vunipola put in a stellar performance, and yeah, it was scary. It was a scary performance. It was a scary Montpellier, to be completely honest. I mean, we're looking at the team. It really was scary. I mean, Camara, the work that Camara put in was just ridiculous. Domingo Miotti was just absolutely ridiculous. You know, he was just on form. Arthur Vincent on form. Ngandebe in form. Like, it was just an absolute run out. Erdochio put in a stellar performance, and I mean, we can't even say that Toulouse had a weakened squad. Like, you know, fair enough, they're playing like a whole bunch of their B team and whatnot, but they had a solid squad today. You know, they had a solid squad. I mean, check out the squad: Ciro Baye, Marchand, Aldegeri, Flamand, Verge, Willis, Rouma, Brennan, Grau, Ramos at 10 instead of 15, but they had Blair King on at 15, Barassi, Delib. Now, Delib, he ended up getting injured, I think not long after his try, so fair enough. You know, he didn't exactly have much of an impact. He could have been a lot better, and I think it was a big impact that, you know, it was a big thing that he ended up going off, because I think he could have had a big impact on the game. They had Thomas at 14 and Lebel at 11. So they had a strong squad. Saito, he came on. I thought he did pretty well. But yeah, they played a strong squad. Merkler ended up coming on the 45th minute. We didn't see any part of Roman and Tamak come on, though. I think he was kind of being prepared to come on, but then they ended up deciding otherwise. But this was an absolute hiding that I don't think anybody except, I mean, Rugby Pass users 0% for Montpellier. Everybody thought Stade Toulousain was going to end up winning, and what happened? They got the hiding of the bloody century. They got beaten bad, 44-14, against something you don't necessarily tend to expect from Toulouse. Let's break into some stats. So, 3 penalties, 5 tries, 5 conversions to Toulouse, 2 tries, 2 conversions. Toulouse had 126 carries to Montpellier's 59. You got to take into consideration just how dangerous Jack Willis is. Jack Willis is an absolute monster. He ran so hard, and he's a very difficult person to stop. But yeah, it was scary. And look, territory came slightly in favor of Montpellier. Possession came in favor of Toulouse. But look at this. Look at the stats here, right? 8 scrums, 50% win. 15 lineouts, 93% win. 9 restarts, 100%. Shows how well Toulouse were playing at their set pieces. 8 scrums, 29% win. 29% win. This is a professional top tier squad. There is no place in this. There's no place in top 14 rugby for 29% scrum win percentage. That is disgraceful. 29%. 73% lineouts. Even then, for a team like this, you should expect nothing less than 80%. Nothing less than 80%. Anything under that is horrible. 3 restarts, 1, and 100%. I mean, you look at the stats, right, and it just shows how hard Montpellier ran. Toulouse had 151 passes, 126 ball carries, over double what Montpellier had on both instances, and then 182 post-contact meters. 182 post-contact meters. Montpellier had 59 ball carries, and they got just 30 meters less carried in comparison to Toulouse. 30 meters. Toulouse had over double the amount of carries. They had pretty much almost triple the amount of passes to what Montpellier had. What was done with the ball? What was done with the ball? And even then, 13 penalties conceded, 14 penalties conceded to Toulouse. So the big thing here is what you're going to notice right here. Yellow cards. Yellow cards. And I think they were lucky not to have 3 with Thomas Ramos. Now, what's his name? What is his name? There was a player for Montpellier. I forget his name now. I don't think it was Bernadette. I think it was Vincent. I can't remember his name now. But Tomo Ramos kicked it into what it seemed his leg. And then I think he hit his head and then went out. Thomas Ramos, he literally just got off with a penalty. Not only did Montpellier lose the try that was scored, Ramos only got off with a penalty. Did he get off a bit lucky there? Maybe. I'd love to hear what you guys think about in relation to that. Whether he actually got off a little bit lucky off of that. I think it could have potentially been a yellow. But cracking back on into defense, 125 tackles made, 15 tackles missed, 89% completion, comparing to Toulouse 73 tackles, 16 tackles missed with 82% tackle completion. So again, Montpellier made just under double the amount of tackles. Montpellier made just under double the amount of tackles than what Toulouse made, but they actually missed 1 tackle less than what Toulouse did. So again, showing where this is going. And again, with the kicks, not having Ramos at 15. I mean, Ramos is a good player, but Ramos at 15 is a completely different ball game here. Blair Kinghorn should have been at 14. We should have seen Ramos at 15. We should have seen Lebel at 11, and then seeing Saito start at not Saito. Saito would have started at 9. What's his name? Potentially even Roman and Tamak. Just start Roman and Tamak. Like, seriously. Just start in Tamak. Why not start in Tamak? I mean, Saito could even cover the 10, if anything. He's good enough to do it. But I don't know. It just felt off for me. And these are top level forwards. These are elite French level forwards. Cyril Baillet, Julien Marchand, Aldegeri, Flamand, Roma. Brennan, he's still working his way. But the only two that aren't like top is Verge and Brennan, but they are still building. Brennan is an elite talent that's just getting better. Roma, he plays for France. Flamand plays for France. Ciro Baye, Marchand, Algeri, all play for France. You know, so yeah, don't know what ended up happening here. This was just an absolute. It was an absolute hiding, like an absolute hiding. But I mean, even then, you look at the carries. Jack Willis, Black Kinghorn, Julian Marchand, 13, 10, 10. Line breaks, both. Toulouse. Tackles completed. Erdocio, Kamara, and then Beard. 12, 11, 10. Erdocio and Kamara made life a living hell for Toulouse. Deservedly so. Deservedly so. Turnovers lost. Teddy Thomas with 5. Get his backside off the field. I don't know. For all of you guys that have watched my channel before, you know that I'm a big fan of Toulouse. And it kills me to see them lose like this. But Montpellier just bent you over and just gave you an absolute hiding. Deservedly so, especially after a performance like that. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. This was horrible. I watched this in shock, wondering, where has the team that we know gone? What happened to them here? There isn't even the excuse of they played a vastly weakened side. There isn't even that excuse. Montpellier wanted it more. It showed. And honestly, they deserved it. So, guys, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. If you guys do want to help support the channel, drop a super thanks with a comment and you'll get a personalized response directly from me and in depth. So please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.